Right, so next up is taking off the blade, and we got to take this off here. So the blade is just held on with a series of nuts and bolts, hex and 1/2 inch nut up in there, and it's just a simple matter of, once you've got them loosened, you pop off. The blade just comes off. That's the blade. Next step is this thing. Okay, so this is on with pins. You'll see where they drove in a split pin, 2 split pins, and then shaved it off. So you'd have to wiggle that off. There we go. And put that back on carefully. Okay, that's the tube for the water for cooling the blade. Tank is up there. I don't think I have to take this one off. We'll find out as we go. So I'm guessing the sprocket gets bolted onto this, and then the whole thing gets turned like that. So, okay, so let's, oh, look at that, it's lunchtime. Proceed after lunch if it's not too blazing hot. Okay, so next up we're going to attach the slabber frame assembly to the mill, and we'll see how that goes. This is the attachment. It comes pre-assembled. I added the oil pot on earlier. I still have to put a screw on here. So this is where the bar gets attached. Over here, this here part rests up here. And on this assembly, there's 3 holes. Match up to the 3 holes on the head. So you position the blade in the horizontal position. See it there? And these here, you back them off a fair ways because they're gonna, you don't want them to hit this while you're trying to install it, because those rubber bumpers, eventually you're going to screw them into here and tighten it down. So this whole assembly gets pressed against the head assembly and against that side frame. Okay. This end up first. So this goes up here. So if you're having trouble sliding this end up, because it's a really snug fit, you can grab the head and move it back and forth like this until it gets in place. And once it's in place, slide one bolt in. Slide the other one in. And the third one. Alright, so fairly simple. Behind, I'm just going to loose fit these for now. I'll use a socket and a wrench to tighten that later once we know everything's lined up. Okay. So, next up is this bar. You can see I put it in place earlier, but it needs to come up because these bumpers have to screw in, but they have to be in here, and it's too low. So we're going to do that next, and then we'll go from there.